Question 1. Explain Microsoft Windows Process Management. A. Multi-threading. Multi-threading is the ability of a central processing unit CPU or a single core in a multi-core processor to provide multiple thread of execution currently supported by the operating system. In a multi-threaded application, the thread share the resource of a single or multiple core, which include the computing unit in the CPU cache. Multi-threading aims to increase utilization of a single core by using thread level parallels, as well as instruction level parallels, as the two techniques are complementary. They are sometimes combined in system with multi-threading CPU and with CPU with multiple threading core.
Question 1B. Explain Microsoft Windows Process Management for multiprocessing. Multiprocessing is the use of two or more central processing units, that CPU, within a single computer system. The term also refers to the ability of a system to support more than a processor, and or the ability to allocate tasks between them. There are many variations on this basic theme, and the definition of multiprocessing can vary with context, mostly as a function of how CPUs are defined. Second, at the operating system level, multiprocessing is sometimes used to refer for an executing of multiple current processes in a system, with each process running on a separate CPU or core, as opposed to a single process at any one instant. When used with this definition, multiprocessing is sometimes contrasted with multitasking, which may use just a single processor but switch it in time slices between tasks. Thank you.
Multitasking. The ability to execute more than one task at the same time, a task being a program. The terms multitasking and multiprocessing are often used interchangeably. Although the multiprocessing applies when more than one CPU is involved. In multitasking, only one CPU is involved, but it switches from one program to another so quickly that it gives the appearance of executing all the programs at the same time. There are two basic types of multitasking, preemptive and cooperative. In preemptive multitasking, the operating system parcels out CPU time slices to each program. In cooperative multitasking, each program can control the CPU for a long time as it needs it. If a program is not using the CPU, however, it can allow another program to use it temporarily. Windows 95, Windows NT, the Amiga operating system, and Unix use preemptive multitasking, whereas Microsoft Windows 3.x and the Multifinder use cooperative multitasking. Thank you.
For question number 2, which is explain MS Windows and open source OS file management. Okay, open source file management can be divided by two, which is NTFS and FAT. NTFS is stand for New Technology File System, and FAT is stand for File Allocation Table. Okay, for NTFS is much more flexible than FAT. Its system areas are almost all files instead of the fixed structure used in FAT. Since files are used, the system areas can be modified, enlarged, or moved as is needed. Because it is intended for multi-user environment, NTFS has much more security built in. NTFS is not intended for small disks. Also, the amount of memory required is substantial. This system overhead requirements, which formerly limited the use of Windows NT to larger computers, have largely disappeared as a factor with newer PC and their much larger amount of RAM and very large hard drivers. NTFS as a high-performance, self-healing file system proprietary to Windows XP and later feature included: first, file level security, compression and auditing. Second, support for large volume and powerful storage solutions such as built-in RAID support. Third, the ability to encrypt files and folder to protect your sensitive data. Fourth, more efficient drive management due to its smaller cluster size capabilities. Fourth, support for very large drivers made possible by its 64-bit clustering arrangement. And last but not least, recoverable file management capabilities. Okay, that's all for NTFS.
Assalamualaikum and salam satu Malaysia. I'd like to present about some subtopic about a fact or meaning the file allocation table for operating system. Alright, first, file allocation table is a fact. Fact is or as a record how to disk space is used, and then a fact also is a simple file system originally designed for small disk and simple for the structures. And then fact system has been used by Microsoft since before DOS 1, and then there are version called FAT12, FAT16 and FAT32. And then FAT16 orders and then cannot be installed on partition larger than 2 GB or hard drive larger than 4 GB. And finally, FAT32 support disk from 5 GB to 2 TB or 2 tera, and compatible with Windows 98 and up. That's all for FAT. Thank you.